What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prizepicks player props video for Thursday, December 28th, 2023. As always, I hope this finds you doing well and in good spirits. Feeling much better than I did at the recording of this morning's video, Wednesday's player prop video. Definitely feeling a lot better than I did on Tuesday. So not sounding much better. My voice sounds worse actually, but energy levels are up, feeling good. Definitely on track for Friday's live stream. So Friday's content will be covered in a live stream, but for today, once again, we're rolling with the recorded off-camera video. In today's content, we got two new plays to dig into, two plays from Wednesday to recap, and some injury news as well to touch up on. So if all that sounds good, stick around, drop a like, sub up, and click the notification icon, get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me on my channel. And without further delay, let us get into our two plays from Wednesday. All right, we are just jumping into this. Took the over D'Anthony Melton, 13.5 points. He goes over on his way to a nice scoring night. 22 points, I believe he finished with, versus the Orlando Magic. So we talked about the reasons to like the over on this one, and it all worked out for us. So glad we took the over on his points. Second play we talked about, Scotty Barnes, 1.5 3-pointers made, goes over, finishes with 4. So no struggle, no sweat with either of these plays. I didn't feel like these would be sweaty at all. I just felt both of them were in a good spot to hit. Great matchup for Scotty Barnes. We talked about all the reasons to like the over on this one, and again, it just worked out for us. So we finished Wednesday 2-0. Definitely love those results. Let me know in the comments below if you tell these plays how they worked out for you, what your slips ultimately look like at the end of the night. But I hope you were able to get these two plays into your slips. We got two brand new plays to talk about in today's video. Before we get into those, let us quickly go over some injury news in the NBA. All right, injury news is as follows. Lengthy list of Q-Tag here, headlined by some big ass names: Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Cat, Ja Morant, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and a whole bunch of other names on that list. We already know who is ruled out. We got DeAndre Ayton, Shaedon Sharpe, Isaiah Stewart, Bruce Brown, Nikola Vucevic, Zach LaVine, and Aaron Gordon got bit by a dog apparently. That sucks. N is Cody Zeller, improbable, Killian Hayes, Osar Thompson, Lamar Stevens, and Svi Mikhailuk. And now we get into the player prop portion of today's video. As always, all player prop research is brought to you by Props.Cash. If you have any interest in using Props.Cash for your own researching purposes, you know the drill. Sign up using my promo code Thanks25 to receive 25% off your first month over on Props.Cash. First play we're going to talk about is Miles Turner, Miles Turner, 8.5 rebounds and assists. I like the over on this one. And then the second play we're going to talk about is Herb Jones, 8.5 points. I like the over on this one. Let's take these two plays. Let's head over to Props.Cash and let's start breaking them down. All right, we're going to start off with Herb Jones, since I already have this pulled up on the screen. Liking the over on his points, we're getting odds in favor of the over here, -125, +100 here on the under. Looking at his last 5 matchups with the Jazz, he's gone over this in 4 out of those 5 games, inclusive of 2 games this season where he scored 13 and 10. We can see over here that the Jazz are allowing a ton of points per game, bottom of the league in points allowed, averaging 119 points allowed per game. Now, I do want to be 100% transparent with you. Herb Jones, over his last 10 and 5 games, the numbers do not look all that great, but we know what he's capable of. We know he can put up double-digit points, and we know that this matchup is a prime matchup for him. Do want to show you what small forwards have done versus the Utah Jazz here. So outside of this Chetty Osman clunker, we did have 2 of his teammates go over, in Keldon Johnson and Julian Champagny, with 26 and 16. We can just scroll all the way down here and see names like OG Anunoby, Scotty Barnes both go over their line. 23 for LeVert, 15 for George Niang, 13 for Mikal Bridges. Now, that doesn't take him over his own prop, but 13 would be good enough for Herb Jones to go over his prop tonight or Thursday night. Harrison Barnes, Tumani Kamara, both go over their point prop. 15 for Jalen Williams, and so on and so on. So a lot of success to be had here for Herb Jones. We're getting favorable odds. We're getting a prime matchup versus a team that he has played very well historically. So not a whole lot to dislike about this line. 8.5 points for Herb Jones. I like the over, and that is going to be our first play of the day. All right, let's talk about Miles Turner. Thumbnail cover for a reason. We're getting a discount line over on Prizepicks at 8.5 rebounds and assists. You can see it's at 9.5 on FanDuel, 9.5 on props.cash. Last meeting between the Pacers and the Bulls, Turner put up 14 rebounds and assists. We're getting this at 8.5, so let's go ahead and adjust that. Taking a look at his last 10 games with that adjusted line. I understand this doesn't look all that great, but we're getting some data that's in favor of the over here. So number one, positive history versus this Bulls team. Number two, this is a Bulls team that is allowing 45 rebounds per game. So they are bottom of the league-ish in rebounds allowed. And third point, you heard it in the injury news, Vucevic is out. He is going to be out for the next week and a half. So no Vucevic for the Bulls. I understand that Andre Drummond is having some sort of a resurgence this season. However, they're still down a big man, which weakens their front court. Miles Turner should be able to own the paint enough to go over this rebounds and assist line. And just to give you some perspective here, rebounds for Miles Turner alone are set to 7.5. You can obviously go over this one, but I'm going to take the 8.5 because this is just a huge value that we're getting. This is an 8.5 line that he can probably get with just rebounds alone, and we're getting it at a lower line than what the other books are showing here. So Miles Turner is in a good spot without Vucevic on the other side. Chicago Bulls allowing tons of rebounds per game. Definitely liking the over on this one. Miles Turner, 8.5 rebounds and assists. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be our second and final play of the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. Definitely drop me a like, drop a comment, letting me know what you like on the board, as well as your thoughts on these two plays. Also, let me know your thoughts on Wednesday's plays. If you tail those, if you put those into a slip or two, I'd love to hear how those worked out for you. Last but not least, you know what I'm about to say. Regardless of the player props you roll with, mine, your own, someone else's, I hope that they all just respect the damn coin. Best of luck to you all. And until Friday's player prop live stream, Chavez is